Today I will show you how to tie a soft shackle. Why are soft shackles better than metal shackles? Dyneema line is as strong or stronger than stainless steel. It doesn't corrode, it doesn't wear down fittings or hardware, it doesn't shake free. Ever have a shackle fail because the pin worked itself out? It's happened to me. We will be using 1/4 inch Samson 12-strand Dyneema with 8,600 pound tensile strength. Note that I purchased 25 feet for about $33, which will yield me up to 7 soft shackles. The tools we are going to use today are a tape measure, medical tape, a Sharpie pen, a splicing needle, a drawstring puller, 3 meters of Dyneema, a sharp knife, and a cutting block. You'll want to mark and cut about a 3-meter length, or about 39 inches, to make an approximate 2-inch diameter soft shackle. Measure 11 inches from one end. That's the amount of line needed to tie a diamond knot. Mark the center of the line. Open the line for the needle, twisting the line like a finger trap. This braided Dyneema is hollow. We're going to run the line through itself from the middle down to the 11-inch mark. I'm using a Ronstan F15 splicing needle to do this. Bring the needle through the other side, being careful not to catch any strands or fibers. Once through, feed the free end of the line into the needle. You'll need to widen the entrance hole as much as possible to pull this line through. Pull through slowly and steadily, twisting the wand at the base and working the outer line over the line you are pulling through. Now we're going to pull the inner line taut with a pen or tube, keeping the noose from pulling in on itself. Next, pull the outer line taut over the inner line of the splice. Mark the line that went through the center at the bottom of the splice. At the mark, twist the line like a finger trap to expand it, and use the drawstring puller to work through the line at the mark, being careful not to catch any strands. Widen the hole. Take the end of the other line and push it through the mark to lock the splice. Pull everything taut. At this point, I like to tape the working ends so no fraying occurs as I start the next step, which is to tie the diamond knot. The diamond knot is often chosen as the knot to use because it is actually stronger than the line's load-bearing rating. At almost 140% of the rope strength, place one leg over the other to form what looks like a Jesus fish. Take the lower leg and loop it underneath itself, but over the upper leg. Then, pull some of the first leg's line up through the loop you just formed. Now take the working end of that first top leg and bring it under the second leg's working end. Then over the loop and through itself, and back out of the loop. Now let's do that again. Place one leg over the other. Take the lower leg and loop it underneath itself, but over the upper leg. Then, pull some of the first leg's line up through the loop you just formed. Now take the working end of that first top leg and bring it under the second leg's working end, then over the loop and through itself, and back out of the loop. Once you have that, you have a Carrick Bend, which is very symmetrical. Tighten while maintaining the integrity of the center hole with your finger. Create enough working length on the ends. Note that the direction that the working ends are naturally going is in a counterclockwise direction. Take one end and pass it around a leg of the splice in the counterclockwise direction the line is naturally heading, and up through the center you maintained with your finger. Do the same with the other end. Go in a counterclockwise direction, up past a leg of the splice, and up through the center, so that the two ends are parallel to each other. This is a loose diamond knot. Now, start tightening the knot, pulling all the slack you can, moving the slack down from the splice side out toward the working ends. Do this multiple times, multiple iterations, methodically pulling the slack through the knot where you find it. If you can push or pull the knot and see individual lines move, you have more to tighten. The tighter the knot, the smaller the knot, the stronger the knot. This is the soft shackle. You can then pull the working end with the knot through the loop to close the shackle. We ended up with a little bit less than 2 inches inner diameter. As a final step, attach the shackle to a piece of hardware and use a winch to tighten the working end side so that the knot constricts further. If you trim the ends off, leave at least a 1/4 inch so that the working ends do not pull through the diamond knot. That concludes this tutorial on how to tie a soft shackle. I'm Sailor Eric. Thanks for watching.